Hi, I'm Rose Lambert, spiritual mystic alchemist. I'm here to guide you out of any struggles and help you find your higher self, to change your thoughts from negative to positive. No more struggling. Learn to flow with positive vibes. Let's create your dream life. Change your mind, change your life. Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to Spiritual Mystic Alchemist Show. I am Rose Lambert. I'm your host. Today, I want to talk about and share my secret with you. I didn't tell you to tell this before, but I am a Optivia coach, weight loss coach, and I use that products. It's pre-prepared treats, snacks, like macaroni cheese and soups. There's mashed potatoes and all those things I love. And it's pre-measured, pre-packaged food. And you just microwave it a few minutes and voila, you have it. A lot of places, a lot of other companies, they sell these type of things, but I researched and I tested out a lot of things. With the Optivia, what I liked, it's pre-prepared in laboratory with the minerals, vitamins. My biggest problem is when I'm dieting. Why I started on that is when I diet, I fast. It's easier for me because I'm lazy to preparing little meals for myself. And then when I start, my biggest problem is when I start, I taste something, it's like I want to have more. So it's much easier for me to fast and then have a one meal. And that's not so great. So actually having balance, like every 3 hours, having something to eat, it's much better to keep the body more like, with your energy and stuff like that, your metabolism. It's much better way so you don't feel hunger. And also the fasting is easy for me, but I know it's not easy for everybody. Every 3 hour eating something small, these are only 110 calories and pre-measured, pre-packaged. You could take it with you. It's a great invention. I'll share my story, how I become, how I got introduced to this thing. In my spiritual awakening, at one point it's like even I wasn't sure what was happening with me in the beginning of times. They thought, like the doctor thought maybe, it's like maybe I have some problem because I'm talking about these things, and they put me on the medication. This medication, like I think it was like kind of, they thinking I had a mental problem before I got my mental evaluation test. I just recently, this year, I got my mental evaluation test. Before that, with my spiritual awakening, we weren't sure they weren't sure what was going on, and I wasn't all the way in the beginning, I didn't even know what was going on with me. I didn't know I was going through a spiritual awakening. At first, I thought I was losing my mind. So that medicine made me gain over 50 pounds. And I am only 5'2". That 50 pounds felt like I was walking around with a suitcase. I love to wear high heel shoes. I wasn't able to wear because I couldn't keep my balance. I wasn't actually I couldn't fit into any of the clothes I have, and I love, certain type of look of style. And I wasn't able to find anything to fit me. It's like I was short and round. I didn't like that feeling. But to me, it was like I like to eat. I always gained, and the diet came back, but I was always giving myself a 5 to 10 pounds, and maybe worse is like 15 pounds. And then I used to go on diet and I go back. I never went up to 50 pounds before, 50 pound overweight before. So I wasn't happy about it, and I'm like, I need help. This is not gonna be easy as like losing that 10, 15 pounds, 5 pounds I used to do. I said, I need help. By myself, I was dieting and I was losing 5 pounds a month. I needed faster results. I need something works better. My ex is a chiropractor. With him, I was at the seminar in Orlando, walking around, and I come across the booth of the Optivia, and I met Dr. Nelson over there. He is the coach for the Optivia. And I had a small conversation, and he said, well, would you like to carry these products in your husband's office? And I said, that could be, but I'm more interested in using myself. And he said, that's great. You know, it's like, you're gonna see, it's gonna work. Maybe, you know, it's like you could talk to your husband. Maybe you guys could have, you know, retail this in your practice, your husband's practice. So I got his information and I got some flyers and came back, and a couple of weeks later I had a Zoom conversation with Dr. Nelson, and I had nothing to lose other than that extra 50 pounds, and I gave it a try. The package came with the stuff like macaroni cheese. It's in a small package. There's for sweet tooth, there's brownies, desserts, muffins, the soups. At that time, they even had like dinners, like you could microwave it. Right now, they don't have that. So I started doing it, and my neighbors were seeing the change, because instead of you losing 5 pounds a month, I start losing 10 pounds a month. So that 50 pounds came off in less than 5 months, because with the exercise, if you don't do anything, just being on that diet without the exercise, I was losing 10 pounds a month. But when you do a little exercise and adding, then I was losing even faster. So in 5 months, my neighbors was start asking me, you know, and getting Dr. Nelson's number, and they were like, this is amazing. And then I become, because everybody wanted to be on this, they saw how easily and quickly, you know, it's like I have pictures to prove, and then I become the coach, Optivia coach, instead of sending to Dr. Nelson, and people start signing under my name. So you could check out, and you could go to website, and you could look for looking for my coach, and you could ask for, you know, Rose Lambert. You know, it's like, and then my information will come up, and you could pick out products, whatever you want to order and you want to try, and you could sign under me, and then I will have your phone number, and you know, I will call you or text you once a week to check upon you, how you're doing. And it's a great product, and it worked for me. I am not trying to sell this thing. I guess I am, you know, trying to help you, and also it's like, yes, you know, when you sign up under my name as a coach, and I receive a commission. So I don't charge for coaching or anything like that, but when you order products, that's a system like that, and I receive a small commission. And if you do that, please use my name, and I will be greatly very thankful to you doing that. But the most important thing is, I mean, I have other businesses, other things I do, and I'm working on a spiritual jewelry line, and having these spiritual stones and jewelry like has spiritual powers, and also life coaching. But and also I am the Optivia coach, and you could find me and you could sign up at optivia.com. You could try it and you could see, if you don't like to exercise and still you lose weight, but I will strongly suggest at least half an hour on treadmill, the basic, like get your cardio up, like maybe it's like 3 times a week, 2 times a week, whatever you do, it's like it makes it even better. So give it a try. And I'll give you a couple of other tips, because I am on diet again, because I love food. I love to go out. I like to, with my boyfriend, we love wine, we love good food, gourmet food, we like to cook. And I was in Italy. I mean, can you just like go to Italy, don't eat? It's like I came back from there with a 10-pound extra because everything was so delicious. All those homemade pastas, great wine. We went through a lot of wineries and we tasted these amazing Brunolos and a bunch of other great wines. And yeah, I came home 10-pound heavier. And then also this year, beginning of this year, I moved to a country club community. And we have 9 fantastic restaurants where I live. And it's not worth it to cook at home if I'm by myself. When I'm with my boyfriend, we like to get in the kitchen, make things, and share food. But if I'm not sharing with my food, it's like I just don't enjoy just cooking for my own self. And I just go to one of these restaurants. And they are great. They have always, like, they're changing the menu every few months and bringing new things and all kinds of desserts. Open Sunday, it's like open buffet. It's like brunch. It goes all until 3 o'clock. And I indulged this year. So instead of just stopping at 5 pound, 10 pound, normally I'm supposed to be like 120. It's like the woman doesn't say their age or doesn't say how heavy they are. I am not one of those women. I tell my age. I'm 56 years old, grandmother, and I tell how many pound I am. It's like my average is like I'm supposed to be 118 and 120 pounds to feel better about myself. And I went up to 146 pounds. And then I said, that's it. So 2 weeks ago, I started on Optivia again, and I started on trying to lose, I am losing, not trying, I am doing it. I already, from 146, in 2 weeks, I came down to 134 today. Every morning I weigh myself, and what I'm doing along the way, I'll share a couple of little tips. What I'm doing, it's like, because it's in only 2 weeks and I speed it up. How did I do that? First of all, I start working out every morning, because if I don't do it early in the morning, then I get too busy throughout the day. The phone calls are coming. It's like, somebody inviting me to do something and go here, go there. It's like interruptions. I don't do it. So I set up my alarm clock hour, and then during the day I did not have much time. So what I started doing is I adjust, I time my alarm clock 1 hour earlier than my normal waking hour. I usually used to wake up like 8. Now I'm waking up like 7, sometime even 6:30, and by 7 o'clock I'm at gym. So, and I put my sneakers right next to my bed. soon as I roll out the bed, wash my face, and put on my gym clothes and my shoes, and I have my coffee, because for coffee, like I'm going to that gym because I stopped making coffee at home in the morning, and I run to the gym. And of course, I put on my coffee, and then there's a chair over there, and I sit there. It's like I drink half of my coffee, then I'm ready to go on a treadmill. And I walk like 1 hour. And I set the treadmill to the setting of fat burning. And that fat burning is like, because I don't like to force myself to extreme. In fat burning, it's like the treadmill goes inclines and declines, and then that switch makes you lose faster. So in 1 hour, I do like 3 miles. I'm not running. It's like, faster walking speed. And I don't incline to the all the way top. It's like I'm in the middle inclining, numbers like, between 5 to 8 or 5 to 9, sometimes goes up and down. And I burn usually 400 or a little more than 400 calories. But in that 1 hour, what I'm doing is also I'm meditating. I bring my earphones with me, and I put on a meditation music for burning fat. It's on YouTube. You could find it, and you could download it from some other places too, but YouTube has these frequencies and these meditations, plenty of them. You could just choose which sound you feel better. And when I'm listening that, and I hold on to the treadmill because you don't want to trip and fall, and then I close my eyes, and then also I say to myself, it's like I'm gonna lose, and I'm gonna lose faster, like I'm gonna lose my weight, but it's gonna be easy. And also, because if you program your mind to saying it's easy, it will feel easy. If you keep saying it is hard, it will be harder on you. And then I also say, it's like I don't feel hunger, and I could, it's like I could go on without feeling hungry. So whenever I eat to provide vitamins and nutrition to my system, metabolism. Otherwise, I could just eat 1 meal a day and I don't get hungry, because I am programming my subconscious saying I don't get hungry. I know the days I didn't do that, oh my God, I was hungry all day long. And my daughters are such a good cook. I go to her house often to play with my grandsons and hang out with her. She is an amazing cook. And in her kitchen, I start picking, tasting a little bit from that, and she makes wonderful things. And especially like around Fridays, Shabbat dinners is like amazing. And piling up all the calories. But when I started doing this, when I went to her house, I didn't touch anything. This last Shabbat, I was there, and I didn't pick on the food because I didn't feel the craving, because I'm telling myself I don't crave, and I could fast. I could do fasting, and I eat to, give myself a nutrition, but otherwise I'm not hungry. So by saying this, and I cut the cravings, I have no cravings, and I don't have the hunger feeling either. And I drink a lot of water. Also, it's a good idea when you're dieting, stay off from alcohol. If I go out with the friends, maybe I'll have one glass, that's it, around the time I'm dieting. Otherwise, I love red wine. It's great, but not the times I'm dieting. So instead of stretching, it's like I could get to my perfect weight, and then I could enjoy. When I go to my perfect weight, I give myself a 5 pound, it's like give and take. I could go up to 5 pounds, and then before it goes too far, and I just you know, take care of it. Like, you know, it's like, for example, if I indulge it on the weekend, um, then during the week, I cut down on my calories. Uh, Sometimes I'm thinking, it's like, I must be like hybrid or something like that. It's like, you know, I mean, I gain so easily. I mean, maybe it feels that way. I don't know. But uh, I, maybe it is everybody like that. Everybody's gaining easily because what's happening is we're not burning calories. It's like we don't do much physical work. I mean, my life is like I don't do anything physical. I have somebody coming to clean my house, and I don't have small children. It's like I don't do anything physical. So that's why I need to go to a gym. And that's why I need to go on a treadmill. And otherwise, it's like we having these wonderful food, and I mean, it takes 1 hour to burn 400 calories, but have a little small piece of cake is 400 calories, and it just goes like this. I mean, can you lose a 5 pound a week? No. I mean, like normally you can't. Unless like those TV shows they did, it's like these people were extreme sizes and they had techniques. Like I don't know those. I know what's happening in my life. I could gain 5 pounds a week, but that's not that easy to lose. It's like we burn 3,500 calories. If you burn, you take less, you lose a 1 pound. So every 3 days I lose a pound because I weigh myself. I go on scale every day, and takes 3 to 4 days to lose a pound. So if you're losing like more than that, it's great, but you have to exercise. But with the system, like usually with the Optivia recommends is a 12-week. So 12-week program. And you could go on the website, you could read. And I've been doing this since 2017. Before that, how I did was I always loved the food, and I always give myself 5 pounds, and sometime around holidays and special places going to Italy or going on a cruise. Like I'm sure the ones like you guys, the cruise lovers out there, all that food and dining and wining at the cruise is like I'm sure feels like going on the cruise and coming back with the 10 extra pounds. And I did that too because I lived in Miami. It was very close to the port, and just seeing those cruise ships was taking off. And also I took off from my work about 7 years. I retired, and then after my divorce I started working again because I had to support myself. Whatever I retired for, if I didn't work, and it would not, I would have outlasted my money. It's like because I'm too young. I was too young to be retired. But at the time, my ex was taken care of. I was married. He was taking care of the household, and I had enough investment for my later on years. So I took off for like 7 years when I was married, and so I was going to these cruises often. With my ex, it's like 1 year we did like 6 cruises, and the food, those amazing cocktails with the 1,000 calories each. I mean, I always have the love affair with the food and nice drinks, and so this is ongoing thing. But I am so happy I find this Optivia, and it works like a magic. Makes my life so much easier. Yes, I could do, and you could do without it too. It is possible, but like I said, I was doing by myself because I didn't like with the Optivia. You could eat little, but it gives you, because it's been prepared for a dieting person, gives you enough calories, and not just the calories. You could take it from anywhere, but giving the pre-portioned vitamin intake and has the vitamins and minerals you need in there. So for me was the smartest thing I think I did. I'm proud of myself, going into this thing. And also for maintaining, I always have it I keep it in my house after losing the weight. It's like, let's say you come back to your perfect weight, and then you went over like 5 pounds. Just go back on this again for a couple of weeks, boom, you come back. So you never have to like maintain, it's like you could maintain your weight by once in a while using you could use the snacks or just use it whenever you got like 5 pounds over. And this way you will be in control, or you will be in your charge of your weight, and you never have to deal with being overweight again. I didn't like that feeling, and I like to be able to fit into my clothes nicely. I don't want to carry around those extra pounds. It just makes you tired, and I get much more energy. I feel so much more healthier, and it makes me feel better. So this is my trick, like to use Optavia products to support, help me. And then also I do use mind control, like programming my subconscious. It's like talking to myself and saying it is easy, it's not hard, and saying I could lose instead of I can. And I see a lot of problems with the people I coach. They're stuck and saying weight loss is so hard, I can't do. Even if I do, it comes back more. Like if I lost the 20 pounds, it comes back 30 pounds. It's like because they get, because they don't have the maintenance plan. And when they go back to normal eating, and then they just losing it, and then it just becomes like chasing your tail. You don't have to chase your tail, and it's working. I tested, tried it, and I'm still using it, and I love it. I'm not gonna say it's the great tasting products because it's for dieting. I'm not saying this is not like from a gourmet restaurant. These food coming from laboratory, like labs. It's for your health. It's a vitamin and nutrition. For you eating it for the vitamin and nutrition, not to, like having that great feeling like enjoying a piece of steak. So I'm coming to the end of the show. Check out the website and look. You could look for Coach Rose Lambert, and my name will come up, my information will come up. You could sign up and you could buy products. You could order online. And if you need to talk to me, you could call me. I think I have my phone number over there, and you could write to me, and I will help you wherever I can to help you achieve your goals, your weight goal. And thank you for listening and watching me. Please push the subscribe button, and wishing you health, wealth, and love. Namaste. Tune in next time to Spiritual Alchemist with Rose Lambert, where we talk about everything spiritual to guide you onto the right path. For more information, contact rosegalson@gmail.com or 786-747-9280. Shalom, everyone.